India is contracting. Yes, India's GDP is contracting. You all know by now. And can Indian stock market alone become $5 trillion economy? Because right now we are alone $3 trillion economy in stock market terms. And I'll share the difference between what is real economy and stock market GDP, which is growing like anything. So hi, hello. This is Ganesh Santuru, your stock market profit coach and author of the book One Page Stock Market Plan. And today's topic is all about interesting because India's real GDP is contracted by minus 7.3% for the last financial year, and analysts are almost happy that it's not minus 8% and it is just minus 7.3%. So almost we contracted by close to minus 11.3% because last financial year we had a growth of 4%, positive growth, and this year contracting by minus 7.3. Just think of how much down we went. And from almost close to $2.5 trillion economy, we become the contracted means we are less than a $2 trillion economy right now. And our government's ambitious target has been to reach $5 trillion economy by 2025. Now it is a distant dream. And at least by 2030, if we, in real GDP terms, if we need to become $5 trillion economy, almost doubling, it's quite possible with latest 5G technology coming up and all the resources what we have all across the world. India is one country which has a potential to double in the next 9 years, close to 10 years right now we have. But can we do it, right? Because but in stock market already we crossed almost $3 trillion economy, and it is almost like without any fundamentals we are running up like anything. And Indian stock market is one of the expensive stock market all across the world. You should know that thing as well, but be cautious. That is the reason I'm telling. So there are red flags, you should be cautious as well. So why it is really difficult? Because private consumption fell by almost 9%, and government expense is almost like they are giving away fiscal stimulus in the name of stimulus. What they are giving is, if you want, you can go and buy the loans, and loans also having conditions apply for MSMEs and business people, and government is not ready to spend at this time, and that is what most of the economists had told. But till now nothing has happened. Let's see what is going to happen in the second COVID stimulus, which might come up quickly, hopefully. And inflation remains a big concern because last time we were reducing the interest rate, and it was all about last financial year. I mean, last same time, May month, June month, and all. It's all about how much interest rate can be reduced, and how much people government can, RBI and government can reduce, and how much facilities they can provide for the people. But right now it's all about uh, the inflation, which is almost opposite because inflation is rising up. Petrol prices is always on the higher side, and with lockdowns and with income cuts and two COVID waves and almost more than a 1.5 years of business discontinuity for most of the MSMEs, it's a unorganized market is in doldrums, and we need everybody needs to accept that, and most importantly government needs to accept that. And petrol prices, which is on the higher side, almost touching 100 rupees. And on the top of it, commodity prices, which was not the case last year. Right now the commodity, the important raw material, the steel and everything has been rising. So which means the price of automobiles, the two wheelers, four wheelers, and all the related commodities which depends upon the steel, aluminum, iron ore, and all these things is going to rise up. If it is rising up, automatically the price will be passed on to the end consumer, which will have a huge impact on the inflation again. And it's a cycle which will, if it is started, it will keep moving up. It is difficult to if it is difficult to contain it. That is a it's a most difficult thing to contain, because that happened during the last slowdown period 2009-10, because the inflation started rising up, and with great difficulty after 2 3 years it came down. At least during that time, last slowdown period 2009 to 14, we had almost like Indian companies were growing. We didn't had any local problem, Indian problems, because it was all because of the US mortgage crisis, which affected Indian market. But right now it's all about Indian local problem, because COVID has affected, and second COVID has ravaged Indian economy like anything. And though officially the listed companies maybe remain unscathed because they may not have faced bigger problems, but the employees who lost their job, and the people who may lose the job in the next couple of months, and all the unorganized self-employed people who lost so much, and the people who lost their lives, the earning member of the families, and almost 230 million people had gone into poverty line, below poverty line. And last 10 years we took lots of measures to raise the people above the poverty line, and just one COVID has moved everybody below poverty line. So all these are problems which has been rising, and finally the only visible light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the COVID, is that because COVID is going to come wave after wave. Only thing which can save India and every all over the world is the vaccination. And right now we are facing huge shortfalls, but that is the only way. Request everyone to go for vaccination, because once you complete the 2 doses, automatically you are getting the immunity, and you can protect yourself, your family, as well as the people surrounding you. So please go for it, because that has been proven, and the record says that there are almost 99.999%, which is really needed. And please go for it, because that helped eradicate polio, that helped eradicate all the chicken pox, all the vaccines which has done in the past has helped. So this is also helping, and that helped US to come out of the crisis. And they are almost started, the people started traveling, and everything has started. So if you want to travel, if you want to go out and make more money, at least for living, please start vaccinating yourself. That is the only way to come out of this COVID crisis, and that is the only way India can start flying, because there are possibilities of third wave which is under discussions. And already UK is on high alert, because they found some strains coming out of India, and it's fast spreading. So all these are things which is running all across the world. News are almost like all these are pandemic, epidemic, all these things are going on. But can India come out of this crisis? For sure, yes, because there is always light at the end of the tunnel. And once vaccination is provided, it may take maybe a couple of months or end of the year. But once it is up, are you ready with all the arsenals? I mean, to grow your business, to start continuing your existing business or whatever. Are you ready? If you are ready, and there are going to be enough opportunities for everyone to grow, because 1.5 years everything has been stopped, and everything is going to kickstart, restart. And if you are able to survive for the next couple of months, coming Diwali period, from maybe from September October period, you may see some business coming on. So be ready for it, and that is the only way to move forward. And India can become $5 trillion economy. It may take n number of years, but fundamentally India has a potential, because we have the huge middle class population and huge youth population between the age between 20 to 40. That is huge all across the world. India is the only country which is having a huge population right now. China is also aging. So the next 20 years, everything is in favor of Indian market. So have the belief in Indian stock market, but right now it is, maybe it looks well ahead of fundamentals. Even RBI has warned it during this week. So um, be cautious when it comes to, already if you are invested in stock market. But if you are in for a longer period, maybe 3 to 5 years or down the lane, stock market is a place you should be in. And be cautious. That is the only thing you can do. Apart from that, you don't know what is going to happen. Market can crash, but it doesn't look, there is no negative news as of now. Market is keep on moving, and it is between a range. Let's hope fundamentals are catching up quickly. That is the only way we can expect to be more positive. And it might take at least 1 or 2 quarters, looking at the current scenario, because of the second COVID wave. And once the June ends, we will know what is it, this quarter GDP result is all about. And it is going to be lesser, probably in the positive zone. Let's be positive. And even in this financial year, it's going to be tougher. Look at the fundamentals of the companies before you are investing more money from this period. So India has contracted, that is recorded, but going forward, India can fly high, and India has the potential. So believe in India, and believe in the growth prospect. That will for sure grow. Whatever may be the political scenario, whatever may be the economic scenario right now, but India has the only potential to grow from here. And be cautious, learn and invest. Don't speculate, don't trade, don't gamble. But stock market is a place where you can make your money to grow. And if you want to learn stock market, please click the link below. I am just doing the webinar on basics and fundamentals. Get to know it and see whether you can join in my course later. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with your friends if anybody is having a doubt or where Indian stock market can grow from here. Thank you.